Hey guys, I am back today and my son and I just recorded this wonderful, delicious conversation for you guys. I'm just feeling super just buzzed about this conversation. He's converting it and is going to edit it and everything, and then we will probably post it sometime tomorrow. But I wanted to kind of add a little bit to one of the things that we talked about and talk a little bit more about that. So one of the things that came up in our conversation together was the concept of divine timing. And I think this goes back to what I always tell you guys, and that is all beliefs are limiting beliefs. But on certain frequencies, that same belief, okay? So if you take the belief of divine timing, okay? When you are in certain frequencies here, when you are a basic babe or self-aware Barbie, divine timing is very expansive belief. Let's say that this is where divine timing is and this is where you are. So from here, it is a huge expansion for you to be thinking about divine timing, okay? From here, divine timing is not a limiting belief for you. It's actually an expansive belief for you, okay? But let's say that you do your inner work, and you progress, and now you're here, you're in the $1 Million Babe stage. As you can see, from here, when you look down at divine timing is no longer a limiting belief. It's no longer an expansive belief for you. It is now a limiting belief. Because in this frequency, divine timing almost doesn't even make sense. That concept makes zero sense. And I talk more about that in our call. But I felt like this is such a divine example of what I mean. And when I see on internet, sometimes people arguing about divine timing or not divine, like divine timing versus like deciding is the appropriate conversation, right? Well, they're both correct depending on what stage you're at. If you are in the basic babe or self-aware Barbie, making divine timing your, new belief is very expansive. But if you're in $1 Million Babe and high in divinity, you need to get rid of divine timing, because the fact that you've already been shown the desire, which is, it's a part of your soul grid. It's part of the imprint of your soul. The movie has already been made. It's just a trailer now, right? It's already happened in some timeline. That's where God is showing you, right? If God hasn't decided, why would God be showing you? If God's timing was off, why would God be showing you, hey, here, you're supposed to get on this grid now. You're supposed to be in this timeline. So for you, it's not about divine timing. For you, it's about deciding and then getting into that timeline now. This is a topic that I am so passionate about. I'm actually going to be teaching on this really deeply in timeline jumping in St. Thomas, which is one of our in-person events that's happening in July. And I want you to really think about this, that what beliefs were at some point really expansive for me because they made sense on that journey and where I was. But at this point, they are no longer expansive. They're actually holding me back. This is something that I've had to recently go through myself, because 2 years ago, I was supposed to stop doing relationship content, right? So a little bit backstory for those of you guys that are new to my channel. When I started this channel 12 years ago, I was doing mainly basic babe type of content. I was doing shopping hauls, unboxings, and of course I like that content even at the high-end divinity stage, but that content there was no spirituality or intentionality behind it. It was just me making whatever content I thought I had to make to be successful on YouTube, right? It didn't have anything to do with inner work. It didn't have anything to do with my growth. And so then I started making self-aware Barbie content when I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, rheumatoid arthritis, and my life just changed overnight. I had to focus on my health. I had to get back my health. And so I started doing all of this deep research into nutrition and lifestyle changes and autoimmune diseases and what causes them. And I went through that transformation and shared the entire thing, showing you, all of the self-aware Barbie stuff. After that, I was led to have a spiritual awakening and realized that I had in fact manifested this disease as an opening channel. It's sort of like a portal to higher realms, and curing that in myself and healing was sort of the wormhole that I had to take into this higher dimension. And then I started sharing all of this $1 Million Babe content on YouTube. Well, when it was time for me to stop sharing that content 2 years ago and start sharing the high-end divinity content, which was the field that I was in now, which was the consciousness I was in, I choked up. I had all of these past beliefs that were expansive at some point, but were no longer serving me. And so I had to go through this really deep, another journey of deep inner work to unlocking kind of imposter syndrome, judgments from other people, judging myself, and opening up new layers of healing so that I can start really doing the stuff that God had literally put me on this planet to do, which is to teach the high-end divinity stuff. All the other stuff was practice to get me there. All the other stuff was the stuff I had to give you to prepare you for this stuff, right? And so as I was doing this deeper inner work in the last 2 years, I realized that a lot of the beliefs that I had before that were very expansive for that frequency no longer served me. They were no longer expansive. They were now my new limiting beliefs. And so I had to do a new layer of cleansing, releasing, rewiring. Again, going back to that 6-step process that I give you in the Basic Babe Bundle. Have to redo all of that so that I can really start from the depth of my soul, the thing that I'm here to teach, which is the high-end divinity stuff, be able to do that powerfully, consciously, intentionally, and in collaboration with the divine. So consider this sort of homework for you. What beliefs that were once expansive no longer serve you? And also my announcement that I am now moving towards high-end divinity content. And unlike the past where I would make this kind of announcement about metaphysical stuff and then go back to the relationship stuff because that was my security blanket, it's not going to happen this time. Like, it's done. I've given you all that I needed to give for all of those various stages that God has led me through so that I could teach you. And now it's time for us to be learning about the deep, deep metaphysical stuff, the high-end divinity stuff. Super excited. Let me know in the comments. Choose 1 or 2 if you feel to share beliefs that at one point were really expansive for you, but have now become your new limiting beliefs. Put that in the comments so that we can all release them and we can all learn from each other. Also want to make the quick announcement that one of my high-end divinity courses is launching next week. It's starting next week on May 22nd. The schedule has been announced. It's posted in the course dashboard. The links are there as well to join me live. This course is 6 live lessons. So if this is calling out to you, if you are ready for the high-end divinity stuff, the link is in the description box. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.